it's Courtney, and I am back with another video, and I hope you're wearing green today, because it's St. Patrick's Day, and we need all the luck that we can get, people, so you better be wearing green. I'm wearing, like, a crazy amount of green, in hopes that we'll get lucky, because in times like these, I don't think we can have any more bad luck, knock on wood. But first off, I want to say this what I'm going to talk about really quick is not what this video is about. This is a Trisha Paytas video, so if you don't want to hear this little, tangent, probably skip to about 5 minutes through. But first off, I just want to do this. I would clap louder. And then also, okay. The reason why I didn't clap so loud is because my husband's in the next room gaming. I think he's playing with somebody else, so I didn't want to be like, duh. But I wanted to give a round of applause for everybody that is in the medical field. Well, that's where I originally saw it, was somebody said that at 2000 tonight, to give a round of applause to everybody in the medical field that is charging into this epidemic with such bravery. And it's not just the people in the healthcare industry. Yes, doctors, nurses, LPNs, CNAs, RNs, all those people are immensely appreciated, because obviously they are at ground zero. They are in the most dangerous parts. But there's also people like, there's a woman in Pennsylvania, because I watch the Pittsburgh news. They have local news, obviously, where I'm at, but usually I'm tuned into the Pittsburgh news, so I always hear about stuff going on in Pittsburgh. So there's a woman, she owns a pizza shop, and she is handing out free lunches to anybody in need. And, like, what a kind thing to do in such times, and the way she's been repaid by, her job and her life could be at risk right now, because nobody's going out to eat right now. And the way she decides to go at that is give even more and give free lunches to people that are in need, rather than say, oh, poor me, my business might close down. She's still trucking along, and she's still trying to help. And the way she's been repaid is somebody has thrown a huge rock through her front window and went and robbed her. That happened last night. Yeah. So she drew business to her attention by doing a kind thing, and apparently somebody wanted to be an asshole, and no good deed goes unpunished. And it's true. They broke into her store and stole every last penny that she has, whenever all this is already going on. But more on that in a minute. And then, like, the schools, like both my daughter's schools are handing out lunches from 11 to 1 every day, and they're going to get it now to where they're going to do a bus route, and so that people don't have to collect in a big group. They're going to get buses to drop off lunches to people in need every day. Like, just so much stuff that people are helping with. There's so many heroes in this story. Even I've been in touch with both my daughter's teachers, and I'm trying to figure out how to get in to volunteer with the school to put the lunches together and hand out lunches, or whatever they need me to do, even if it's just cleaning up the school, to make sure that it's sanitized before the kids come back. If they need me to do that, I'll even do that. I don't care what it is. I just want to be of help, you know what I mean? There's 3 kinds of people in these crazy times. More on that in a second again. But yeah, I really want to volunteer. I want to be part of the help instead of the hurt. I want to give. I don't want to take. And I'm a stay-at-home mom. Whoa. Caught that. But I'm a stay-at-home mom. I think I just think it would be a good idea for someone like me to volunteer, because I'm a literal recluse. I'm at home all the time. So there's like very, very minimal ways that I could have come in contact with the virus. So I'm like one of the lowest risk people to be spreading germs. So I'd rather someone like me that comes in contact with very, very few people. My husband, he's the only person that I come in contact with daily that's been in the outside world. You know, me and the kids have been in the house since Friday. So I would rather someone like me go and serve lunches than somebody that's, you know, been around 100 people already that day and could possibly be spreading germs to everybody else through the bagged lunches and not even know it. So if I can help, I want to do that. But anyways, so there's 3 types of people in these situations. There's the first one that does nothing, and they just kind of sit back. They don't hurt anybody, but they don't help either. And I'm not saying anybody has to help, but you know, they just sit back and they kind of take in the situation and watch what's going on around them, and they just kind of silently take it all in. There's a second type of person, which is the type of person that, you know, sees somebody doing a good deed and decides to throw a rock through their front window and go and rob them. Or, like the 2 old men that my husband saw fist fighting in the middle of Sam's Club the other day. Yes, that happened. Yes, that's real. Sam's Club is limiting the amount of toilet paper that you can buy. And there were only 4 packs left. Well, there's one old man that had all 4 packs and was saying, well, I'm just going to go through line twice then. And apparently the other old man needed toilet paper too and said, no the fuck you're not. And they got into a fist fight right in the middle of Sam's Club. See, those are the kind of people that take a already bad situation and make it even worse. They cause even more chaos, even more panic, even more, you know, because whenever they're freaking out that much over toilet paper, it's going to make everyone around them panic, you know. So, and then there's the third type of person. And I want to be that kind of person. And I am that kind of person. That whenever something like this happens, I want to take stress off of people. I want to help in any way that I can. If I don't hear back from the school, probably by tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to try to find somewhere else to volunteer or do something else to help, you know, my neighborhood. I'm going to go tomorrow and see if my friend's grandma that lives just 5 or 6 houses down, I'm going to go see if she needs anything before my husband comes home from work, because she has cancer, and obviously if she gets sick, you know, so I'll see if she needs anything before my husband comes home tomorrow, and then I'll wipe her bottles down and stuff before I take them to her. But yeah, like, I just want to help. If I can take a little stress off of people in such a stressful situation, even if all that is, you know, helping hand out bagged lunches so they don't have to stress about where they're going to get a bite to eat for that day. I'm fine with that. As long as I'm helping even in the tiniest bit, I'm happy. And times like these, we gotta let I'm gonna kick her butt. This is the 4th time I've tried to film this video, and every time right around this time is when she starts yelling for me. I swear, every time. Hold on, guys. My husband is getting a sore throat. That's wonderful. I know. There ain't shit he can do about it. Luckily, he's young and healthy, so. But anyways, yeah. I just want to be the helpful type. I don't want to be the other 2, so we will see. Hopefully I can get in volunteering somewhere, if not at the school. I'm hoping to get in at our school, though. So anyways, this video, though, is really about some craziness that I just saw over on Trisha Paytas' channel. She really just uploaded a video called the most clickbaity title I've ever seen in my life. It was called My Alter Switch caught on camera. Which is hilarious because she's never caught it on camera before. But now that people are doubting her, now she caught it on camera like 3 times. And what's their names? Tyrion and Tywin and Tywin or something like that. And she supposedly each of those switch in within like, a minute span. Both of them go in and out. And then she turns around and says, I've never been able to catch it before. So she switches 3 times within about 2 minutes. And then she turns around and says, Tyrion and Ty, I'll say Tyrion and Ty. Tyrion and Ty have all but disappeared, but they come back in every now and then. And we welcome them in with open arms, and we love them through it. And this, girl, here comes my kid. Oh, no, she's going in with daddy. But, so instead of apologizing, she's doubling down, like, majorly. Oh, and not only that, but the video responses she's done to Anthony Padilla, she's blaming that on Tyrion. This is one thing that I love, that people who, and I've never heard people who actually have DID do this. This is people that claim they have DID, and they kind of like to use it as an excuse. I know a little girl, hold on, guys. What, baby? Move.
Daddy's getting sick.
Okay, so Autumn came in and said Daddy needs some tooth drops because he's getting sick. I think everybody's a little bit paranoid right now, obviously. I doubt he's going to be the first case in West Virginia, because somehow we're still having 0 cases. We're the last ones with no cases. You just can't kill rednecks. Hillbillies. We're hillbillies. Anyways. But yeah, she just is doubling down. And as I was saying, I think this is where I left off. I don't know anybody who really, truly has been diagnosed with DID that does this. Every person that I've ever heard use this excuse is somebody that just claims to have it with no evidence to back it up. But they will say, oh, well, I was in this, it was this person, so you can't be mad at me because I didn't do it. It was this altar. Or it was that one, or you know how this one acts, so you can't be mad at me because I didn't do that to you, they did. Or, I didn't say that to you, they did. And it's like, but you really can't expect people to understand that. Because that's not what people are used to. They're used to, if somebody does something, that person did it to them. It's not, well, which one of you guys did it? I know one of you did it. Who said it? When you're talking to one person. You know what I mean? And like I said, I've never heard anybody who actually understands and has DID, because I do not understand it like that. I am no expert. I do know a few people who have it. There's, well, I'm not going to call her crazy because, I'm not calling her crazy because she has DID. It's because she did some really crazy stuff, that had nothing to do with that. But anyways, just everybody that I've ever heard use that excuse is not a good person. Just because you have DID doesn't mean you're not a good person. So, one has nothing to do with the other, if you know what I mean. So of course she's saying that Tyrion is the one that made those videos towards Anthony Padilla. And Tyrion, I guess her ex that she dated that has DID, contacted her and was not very happy that she brought her up in videos, and in the video where she said that she has DID, she brought up the girl that she dated that has DID, and the girl was, understandably not that happy about it. And apparently Tyrion said, don't ever contact us again, and was mean to the girl. The girl did nothing. Trisha did something wrong to her, really, by, even bringing her up, because she had nothing to do with the situation. And they ended up being mean to her about it. But it was all Tyrion. It wasn't Trisha, so. And then I don't want to say she doesn't have it. There's no way, because I don't know what's going on in her head. You don't know. I don't know. The only person that knows truly is her and her psychiatrist, or whoever she sees for her mental health. Which, unfortunately, I don't think that's anybody. And I think that's partially the problem. She was doing really good when she was seeing somebody last year. And then she went on tour, I believe is what it was why she stopped seeing someone. And ever since she's been back from tour, she's been doing this shit again. And it's honestly like she's constantly on the verge of irrelevancy. And she feels like if she doesn't make video titles like, I'm coming out as a chicken nugget, or I'm trans, or meet my alters, or I'm getting married, or this or that or whatever. If she doesn't come up with these clickbaity titles, then she's afraid she's going to become irrelevant very quickly. Which, hey, maybe that's true. But you know what? I'm irrelevant as fuck. Nobody knows who I am. And I'm fine with that. Because I make my little videos, and I still have the people that support me. I don't have to say shit that's not true. I don't have to lie. I don't have to come up with these grandiose ideas to keep my true supporters around. If she turned into a home goods channel tomorrow, her true supporters would still be there to support her. She might not have millions, but the real ones would still be with her. And that's what she needs to think about. Would she rather be fake and lie and offend complete groups of people at a time? The LGBTQIA plus, that whole group of people offended by her more than once. Transgender people offended by her at one time. Mentally ill people offended by her more than once. Chicken nuggets offended by her more than once. Stop offending chicken nuggets, Trisha. Is it worth it, my dude, to stay relevant? For you to drag your own name through the mud? To make yourself look like a complete idiot? At least once a month? Is it worth it? Is the money worth it? To have no limit to how low you'll go for some attention? I mean, I don't think anybody is saying that she's not mentally ill. I think anybody with a brain or with eyes can see that she is mentally ill. And she has said that she's been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and that disorder fits her perfectly. So why she wants so badly to have DID, I'm not sure. She said she's been watching a lot of DID YouTubers recently. Maybe that's what made her want so badly to have DID all of a sudden, because people with borderline personality disorder, they pick up traits from people that they watch or admire or are intrigued by, or find mysterious or whatever. If they see something in somebody that they're really drawn to, they will pick up that trait or pick up that personality, or because they've just never felt like they knew who they were on their own. they don't have a very stable sense of self. So maybe she's been watching somebody that has DID and she finds them intriguing. So, or maybe she's hypochondriac, or not hypochondriac. Is that what it's called? Where you think that you have different kinds of diseases and illnesses all the time? Because, I mean, coming out as trans, if you're not, you know, maybe she really thought she had dysphoria at one time, but she's just being a hypochondriac. Who knows? Who knows what's really going on in that girl's mind? I don't. Nobody does. And that's the terrible thing about making videos like this, is that we can't prove that she's lying. But what I can prove is that you should not use, right after coming out with having DID, using it as an excuse. Oh, well, I didn't make those responses to Anthony Padilla. Tyrion did. So, you can't be mad at me. No. No, honey. That's not how it works. I've never heard somebody with DID say anything like that. They take responsibility for, you know, actions, whether it was them or one of their alters. They know that people aren't going to understand that right off the bat, unless it's somebody that's been dealing with them for a very long time and know, you know, the difference. Anyways, guys, I just thought that, you know, that was really freaking crazy. Go watch that video if you want to, I don't know, maybe it'll make you laugh, maybe it'll make you concerned. I don't know, it's hard to say how it'll make you feel, but it made me a little of both, like, kind of like cringe laughing, you know what I mean? When you're like so uncomfortable that you're laughing. That's how I felt. But Trisha, if you want to make good with the mental health community, the way of doing it is not doubling down and trying to make yourself the victim almost. So, and all of a sudden catching your alter switch on camera and making it this big, huge clickbaity title, and, well, I guess it wasn't clickbait if that's really what was caught on camera. I guess that's not clickbait, but just go watch the video and let me know how you guys see it yourselves. Also, let me know, what are you guys doing to stay busy and not be bored if you're staying at home for the next few weeks? What are you guys doing to keep yourself busy and entertained? Give me some ideas of stuff to do with the kids to keep them not dying of boredom, because Autumn, she's got cabin fever. We've been in the house since Saturday, and she is dying of cabin fever already. So, my neighbors have been in and out all day, every day, so I'm like, apparently they haven't got the memo. Then my other neighbor, he has lots of people in and out of his house. There's always people there with license plates from PA and Ohio and all the places that have lots of cases. So I'm just like, I'm staying in my house. Don't come in my yard. Don't come on my porch, nobody. Just leave us over here and you stay over there. So, alright guys, I love you so much. I hope y'all had a awesome St. Patrick's Day. I know it was probably boring for everybody. Did you guys get to do anything at all? Did you get to have a green beer or do anything? If so, let me know. Alright, love y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy, and love one another.